Well, the thing I think first with Chris is Chris brings such a stability to what you do. Chris understands what we do as well as I do, as well as Coach Cantor does. You know, Coach Cantor's done an unbelievable job coaching the quarterbacks, and Chris is really an extension of us as a staff. You know, he understands what we want to do and how we want to do it. And then the thing about Chris that gets kind of, I guess, lost because we do have another guy is Chris is athletic. Chris can run. Chris can do all the things we ask him to do. We're just fortunate we have two guys. Of course, Nico is the flashy guy. He makes the explosive play in the run game. But like Chris, Nico is also a better than advertised passer that will throw the ball a lot with. But they give you a nice compliment. The nice thing is you have two. If something were to happen to one of them, we have another one. And if we have a situation where we need to go with one or the other, we will. But for us, the biggest thing is to use them both, and what we do is an easy fit into our system. You know, it's Chris's team. Chris is the starter, and Chris is going to be the starter. And instead of making it an animosity thing where, you know, this guy's coming in here, Chris took him under his wing and said, look, because he knows what's best for the team. Chris is one of the ultimate team guys. And the bottom line, he's like us, he wants to win. And if this kid can help us win, that's all he cares about. Well, the thing we want to do, we want to take what the defense gives us. That's the first thing we want to do. We want to try to force the issue tempo-wise, which is what we've talked about since I took over. And then we want to be able to take advantage of big plays when we have that opportunity. Whether it's in the run game, whether it's in the throw game, whether it's in our screen game, whether it's a quarterback running the ball, a tailback running the ball, or a wide receiver running the ball. Or if it's a tailback catching the ball, or if it's a wide receiver catching the ball. When we have an opportunity to make big plays, we need to make big plays. And then the last thing we want to do is protect the ball. We don't want to turn the ball over. We don't want to put the defense in bad situations. And then, you know, we want to start with a solid run game and everything come off of that. Well, it'll be a three-man committee there. You know, the one thing we've been really pleased about this fall, is Briscoe's really kind of elevated his play from the spring, kind of got back in the mix with the other two guys. We'll play all three of them. They all have certain points. You know, Randy's kind of the explosive, you know, smaller guy, elusive guy. Briscoe's kind of the power guy, and then Takeem's kind of a mix of both. And like you were talking about, we'll use both Nico and we'll use Chris in the run game. And we got no problems running Chris at all. And we'll also use our wide receivers. And it'll be a committee to run the ball, but we feel pretty comfortable about what we have at our disposal. Well, the number one thing is to win, and that's the first thing. We want to win. Number two, we don't want to turn the ball over. We want to be the best team in the country in turnover ratio. Now, the defense has some say in that, but we don't want to turn the ball over. And then, you know, we want to score. You know, our job is to score points, and we want to score a lot of points. And we want to be aggressive. And we want to be smart at the same time, but we want to score points. And, you know, we want to get to the point where if there's 5 minutes left to go in a game, we're up 6 or we're up 1 or we're up 8 or whatever it is, you know, we don't give the ball back. You know, those are the signs of great teams. You know, teams that win championships are able to do that. Whether it's win 38-35 or win 3-2, bottom line is win. And that's kind of our big thing. We talk about it all the time with our guys. And I'm really excited about this year. I really like this group of guys. You know, I like the staff I work with, and we're ready to get going.